Good morning, St. Lucia. I'm happy once again that you're joining us. I'm your host, Chayla Mendez, and of course, you're watching This Morning here on DBS. Now, I'm very pleased to have with us today Miss Hannah Jang, who is actually a Peace Corps volunteer. And Hannah, how are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. And Hannah's going to tell us all about what exactly is the Peace Corps and Peace Corps movement.
So, the Peace Corps is a United States government program, and we were actually founded in 1961 by U.S. President John F. Kennedy. The Peace Corps are all around the world in various countries that the United States are invited to. And so we've been in St. Lucia since 1961, so since the inception of the program. We work on various assignments in different countries covering agriculture, health, youth development, education. And so here specifically in St. Lucia, we're focused on education at the moment.
Great. Now, Hannah, I know it's been an amazing journey for you because you are originally from China and now you're all the way in St. Lucia. So tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you got involved initially with the Peace Corps.
Sure. So I was born in China, Beijing, and I moved to the States when I was 2.5 years old. So I grew up in different parts of the States. And I think that's something that Peace Corps really is trying to promote, is just showing how diverse its volunteers are. There's not really a cookie cutter image for what Americans look like. So I lived in America growing up, and then was doing some work in New York City before I came to St. Lucia, but I'd always been interested in international development, and so applied for the Peace Corps. It's been a dream of mine for a long time, and met an amazing group of colleagues here, and I've been serving at the Canneries Infant School ever since I got here last year.
Super. Now, I know you mentioned that part of the initiative here in St. Lucia is really focused on education. So let St. Lucia know a little bit more about what exactly the Peace Corps are doing right here in St. Lucia.
Sure. So our primary project is in education. We have 3 goals within our project framework. One is to bring new literacy skills to primary school students, so grades 1, 2, and 3. Number 2 is to teach teachers and work with teachers on sharing new ideas, exchanging strategies, not just in the classroom, but also with behavior management. So focusing on positive behavior management instead of punishing negative behaviors. And the third goal is to bring literacy to communities, so involving parents and communities in that initiative. So we all work in different schools around the island, and we're all spread out in different parts of St. Lucia, but we also have secondary projects. So different initiatives that some Peace Corps volunteers have done have included girls empowerment summer camps. They've included workout classes. They've included reading camps over the summer, library development, and just any sort of youth involvement is really something that we're trying to promote here. So a lot of what we're doing is not just within the schools, it's also within the broader communities.
So for all of those who, of course, follow DBS News, you know the name Hannah Jang, but now you get to know the face. Hannah has also been working here with us at DBS. And Hannah, how has it been being part of our team?
It's been such a wonderful experience. I've really loved working with everybody. I've learned so much from all of the staff here, and it's been an incredible way to get to know St. Lucia as a country and be exposed to different parts of how things work here that I never would have gotten to understand otherwise.
Perfect. So here you have it. That was Hannah Jang, of course, part of the Peace Corps, one of the volunteers, and again, a great initiative. And I hope now that you are more in the know. So keep it locked. We'll be back. Welcome back, St. Lucia. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Chayla Mendez, and you are watching This Morning. And I'm very pleased to be surrounded, as you can see, by talent and young talent at that Up and Rising. And they form part of Roots Productions, which is a youth-based organization right now, really pushing our young talent into pursuing their passions, and it has been founded by Miss Kwashi as well as Miss Cox, 2 teachers from the Corinth Secondary School, again doing great things. So how are you doing today, Miss Kwashi?
I'm so excited and happy.
And how about you, Miss Cox?
I'm doing great.
Perfect. Now I had to single them out because St. Lucia, you need to see the face of people who are pushing our youth into doing amazing things. So let us know what exactly Roots Productions is all about.
Okay, it's a foundation that myself and Miss Cox started, and the reason why we started this foundation is we realized that we have a lot of talent in our students. And when they leave school in Form 5, it kind of seems as if there's nothing for them to move on to. So we wanted to start this foundation so that we could have some kind of continuity with the students, so they could have avenues to perform, because they don't have a lot of avenues in St. Lucia. So just to give them that opportunity to do something and see that they could further themselves within the arts, that's basically the reason why we started.
Great. And how about you, Miss Cox? What keeps you in this every day and pushing these kids to really reach their potential?
Well, the arts is part of me too. As a young girl, I was part of the Laserford dance troupe, spearheaded by Auntie Virgie. So I have traveled and I've had the opportunity to experience what they're experiencing now, the excitement, the talent, to be able to showcase it and have fun and to grow. So it allows us to stay grounded and to remember that we can learn from any and everybody. Being part of Roots, it allows us, both Mrs. Squashy and myself, to depart knowledge that our students don't normally get in the school syllabus, in terms of knowing their heritage, knowing their roots, understanding their history, because people without the knowledge of their past history and culture is like a tree without roots. And a lot of our children follow superstars, sports stars, and they have no idea who they are. So it allows them to develop their own self in their own special way, and that's very important.
Now, how important it is, do you think, for, not just the youth, but persons to have an avenue that they can actually use and express their talent?
Okay, from personal experience, being in our theatre arts room, the students come into the room, oh my God, I can't wait for theatre arts class. And it's almost as if they're frustrated because they don't have that avenue to express themselves. And just, you can see some of them nodding their heads because they know what I'm talking about. And it's just, not everybody's going to be a doctor or a lawyer. We have amazing talents. We have awesome dancers. We've seen some actors and actresses and we're like, what? They're going to be superstars. And so, we think it's really important that these students, these creative students, have an avenue to always express themselves. And because if they don't have it, they'll crumble. They need it. It's like running through their veins. So, yeah.
Now, you heard that, St. Lucia? That's passion talking right there. So, of course, we have members of the group here. This is just a fraction of it. Our really tall man in the back here, we have Keon. He's going to tell us why he likes being part of Roots production.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I like it because, I get to be with my family, basically. And to me, when you do something with people that you're close with, you can do it to your full extent, 100%. And it's an all-around awesome experience because, we go different places, we're all one. So, I love Roots production because, that's my family from day one.
And we have a very talented young lady here, Brianne. She is like the superstar in the group, always ready for camera and ready for action. How are you, Brianne?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Really good. Okay. Tell St. Lucia, what exactly is your passion and why you love doing it?
Okay, my passion basically is dance. That's all I love doing. I do it because it makes me feel like a totally different person. It makes me feel like I'm out of this world in my own world, and when I dance, I just feel free. So yeah, that's it.
Great. And then we have a really special person, Mr. Diggles. So I'm going to go to him, and he's going to tell us how he feels about being part of Roots Productions.
Well, the experience I get from Roots, it's overwhelming. I actually meet other people that help me out with different aspects of my life. Roots, the two teachers, Miss Cox and Miss Quashi, they build you from the ground up to make you the best that you can be and go on and be better and better and better. Yeah, and I just love the vibe Roots brings. And as Keon said, it's a family, and that's what we do, come together as one and feel free and do what we love. Yeah.
And last but not least, we have this little young lady here who is also a star in her own right. I just had maybe like 5 minutes to talk to her prior, and I can just feel her energy. How do you enjoy being part of the group?
Well, you can dance and do lots of stuff that's fun, and It makes me feel like a superstar, and I really want to become a singer, a dancer, or something when I grow up.
Listen, St. Lucia, so if by now you did not know of Roots Production, you better know and you better start following, because we here at DBS, we are going to follow them too. And as you can see, it's about the youth, it's about passion, it's about our culture, it's about what makes us who we are. So for those who think our future isn't bright, I absolutely dispel that. And with people like Miss Kwashi and Miss Cox pushing so many people into finding their passion, that's something amazing. So listen, follow the group, look out for them, and there'll be more to come. We'll be right back.